do something. That's real clever. My second wife and I ate some guacamole here. I highly recommend it. Blue Mesa. She has my 3 kids though. But I got the guacamole. I'm just joking. I'm not that sick. But every once in a while I do partake in guacamole. And with a nice tortilla chip, it ain't too bad. I do miss my kids. My kids are great. I think they could be artists. If they're mime artists, I wouldn't care. If they're dancers, actors, she wants them to be engineers and stuff. And I'm like, man, you can't land on the moon with a fraction. They're coming out with a movie called Fly You to the Moon. It's got Woody Harrelson in it. It's got this really hot chick. Well, she's almost as pretty as Linda, Scarlett Johansson. Well, they're both very, very, they're very easy to look at. There's a lot of good ones in it, but it's about supposedly the fake moon landing, or they're calling it a backup film that Hollywood, was going to make for people to land on the moon, to make it look like they really did it. And I think they did, because I heard about it from the sky, but they're saying it's like a backup Hollywood studio film, just in case they failed. They'd be able to release this backup. Channing is in it, whatever his name is, Channing. Sorry, whatever, I don't know his name, but he's in it, and he played a wrestler in Foxcatcher, but he's in it, and it looks like it's going to be like a Best Picture nominee maybe. But I don't know. Sam Shepard would be ashamed. Yeah, he would be. He never really even liked people that used the word L.A. Sam Shepard didn't. Yeah, if someone said L.A., he'd just walk away. He didn't want all that Hollywood trash stuff. He loved the theater. He loved New York City. He did drive there. And he did do Hollywood pictures, but that was probably to buy his horses and everything that he needed. Remember Bobby Skez and I, we did a little piece here called Way of Man, right here where these love locks are. We did a little piece right here. Little short film right there. If you can find it on my channel, I'm really proud of it. I got another channel called Pigeon 1. It's got a whole feature on it called Bulb. Anyway, the movie with Scarlett Johansson and Woody Harrelson and all that stuff, it's Fly Me to the Moon. It's a song. We don't know if it's a conspiracy theory. We don't know about the moon and who landed on the moon, but I'm pretty sure it happened. You can't make a more auteur movie about astronauts landing on the moon than what they did for the television back in the 60s with all the Roger 107 in front of me. It went on for days. Right center of the screen. Right there, it's 6 5 6. Oxygen level 6. Right there, first thing. It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. The Protestant Cathedral, Methodist. All right, guys, you're looking at Beaux-Arts. It's spelled B-E-A-U-X and then A-R-T-S, as in like Beaux Arts. But they pronounce it Beaux-Arts. It's a cross between neoclassicism, Renaissance, and a touch of Baroque. It's also an endangered building list, so they don't want to tear it down. It's historic. It was built in 1931 and went into business in 1933. It's actually French neoclassicism and a touch of Renaissance and a touch of Baroque. It's also got great stuff on the inside too. They got murals and everything. It's a great building, guys. The most powerful entity in the world is the post office, for sure. Ask Charles Bukowski. And I don't mean Bubba Bukowski, I mean Charles Bukowski. He would know. He would know for sure. He's a dirty old man. He'd know about the post office. He worked hard in that thing and nearly killed him. He'd say it like this. I worked hard in a post office, he'd kind of talk like this. I'll get out there and beat you right in the butt if you don't listen to my poetry. I don't really know how he talked. I have to think about it. I can do more William Burroughs. Oh, this whole world was feel good. You find the right pill and you're okay. That's what I say. Bukowski had a touch of William Burroughs in him. Look at this cathedral. It's a Baptist cathedral right there. Isn't that something? A major old building right there. Full-on Baptist. Imagine doing communion in there. Yeah, two beautiful churches. One of them is the Broadway Baptist Church. That would be a nice vlog spot. Yeah, so like I said, Broadway Baptist Church would be a great vlog spot. It'd be a great place to do a vlog. Vlog spot is what I call it. Also, there's also a thing called vlog stars. It's like a movie star, but they're a little bit different. You'd call them a vlog star. Like Adam the Woo is a vlog star. Or he was. He may end up a movie star. I don't know. Actually, Presbyterian Church would not be a good one. They do real wine though for the communion. I've been in this church. My drama teacher that discovered me on the stage, John, he took me here. He didn't take me, but he asked me to meet him here to go to a service for the Baptist. I don't know if he was raised Baptist. I never asked his denomination, but he was probably my most inspiring teacher because of his energy. He was originally a dancer. He did appreciate my mime at Pasco High School, and I was allowed to do mime there. And then later, when he opened his own theater, he allowed me to do mime in his theater. It's the true gift that I feel that I have, but I feel that I can work hard at acting. I have to work hard at acting, but mime comes to me naturally, and that's why I have to kind of watch what I eat. And I just always feel that mime is something that will carry in on, it'll be something that I carry with me. It's a poetic art form, turning the invisible and making it visible. But it's new. It's a new theater because it was discovered in the 1940s. Marceau, who worked with A.D.W.C, they discovered mime, which A.D.W.C's stuff looks more like they're like living statues, where Marceau created like a character based upon those living statues. And then Greg Goldson, his disciple, made it more kind of like acting without words, yet still using the same techniques in mime, creating something that's not there and making it there. Like, for example, this would be a cup. You know, it's new. They call it the new theater. It hasn't been around for very long. And theater's been around for 2,000 years. Mime didn't show its face until 1940s. I'm talking about the mime that we associate with someone riding a bicycle that's not there, or someone that's pulling a rope. That's a new theater. They did have mimes in the Greek time, but they were more like jugglers. They were more like clowns. The art of creating time and space before an audience with nothing there, and not jumping off the ground or talking or making a sound. The art of silence started in the 1940s. It has not been here that long. It's younger than film. That's why mime is the new theater. They're all the way from the bicentennial state. So we know Lou Reed liked bananas because he shows that he did. We don't know Lou Reed's heart. He did talk about having the kings of the kingdom. A lot of people get that towards the end. In his song, you guess it starts with the H. It's a very well-known song by Velvet Underground. But we don't know Lou Reed's true heart. We don't know his heart. Only God knows his heart. And if he was persecuted by the church, or if he was persecuted by the church, then he suffered similar things that maybe even Christ might have, right? So we have to be careful in who we judge, because we don't know someone's heart. Only God knows their heart. But we know things that Jesus Christ, we know his behavior. We know Jesus Christ's behavior, and we know the words Jesus Christ chose. He chose words like this: love thy neighbor. Those that live by the sword die by the sword. You come to me like a little child. It's an honor to be called a child in this world. It's an honor to be called a child. Even if you're a man, it's an honor, because you would come unto Jesus Christ like a little child and enter into heaven. Those others will enter into shame and to the pit. So Jesus Christ used words, but he did gesture to his people. We know this. We know it instinctively, not because of what the Bible says, but it did say he drew in the sand. Way over there is Montgomery. That's Montgomery Plaza. You can barely see it through the trees. .5. So God, Jehovah, he looked down at the war of earth. This guy named David cutting this guy's head off and holding this kingdom, and this warrior doing this, and this king doing this, and all these people fighting for war. Real quick, I just wanted to show you something. This is where I used to live, right here. This is on Darnell Street. I'm just going to show you this, and I'll tell you the story in a minute. This is the Modern Art Museum. We're on Darnell Street right here. That's Darnell Street. arrived at the Modern Art Museum. I'm gonna have to check on this one. I used to live like right there. It was in apartments back in the mid 90s. They were wood apartments. They used to house World War II soldiers. It was, it had like, they housed all kinds of people. Usually the people that they housed were like a lot of artists, but this was all apartments. They turned that Modern Art Museum. Well, they turned those apartments to the Modern Art Museum. We had to find another place. And this is the Kimball right straight ahead. This was in architecture done by a Japanese person from Japan, and then this person was from well, I know his name was connected with Kimball. The artist was European for sure. The one beyond that is Italian. He was at the pavilion, the piano pavilion. I used to say I thought it was Germany, but it's not. It's not Germany. It's actually I don't know, I've said it on a vlog before, somewhere Eastern Europe or something, or I don't know if it's Eastern Europe. I'll have to find out. All right, so I found out Louis Kahn was the architect behind it. He was Estonian, or born Estonian, and he designed all of the Kimball. This was Japanese, Ando is his name, and then the other one was the piano pavilion. Piano was his name. So the piano pavilion's over that way. But I have to find out what's going on, because this is Surrealism and Us that they're showing at the Modern Art Museum right now. Surrealism and Us is what that says right there. Surrealism and Us. I gotta find out, because I don't know if I would have a delivery here, because I don't know if they're open right now. So, but anyway, I used to live right there, one of those apartments in the mid 90s. Next one is 804-6 2.7. Surrealism and Us. Modern Art Museum of Fort Worth. Okay, yep. It's a yellow one. It's got some sprinklers going on. Can't see it. So they did write a clue. It's actually this one, because they wrote a note. So I thought it was that one. It's actually that one. Some call it cicadas, some call it locust. $817.7 3.9.